We had our first Master Week victim. Darius Slay has been cut by the Philadelphia Eagles.
This is your last year with the Eagles. How many more years you got left in your deal?
I got one more left, but you know what I'm saying. You know how that works. You know what I'm saying. Yeah. So whatever they want to do, I might re-sign back. Hopefully, if I ain't, then we'll see what we're doing. Because I do want to play one more year for sure, though.
And then on top of that, the Eagles just announced that they're releasing James Bradberry from the team as well. When the new year league starts, his agent can speak to other teams in advance pretty much right now. The All-Pro or former All-Pro will be saving about $2.1 million on the cap space, which is another big move that if you want to go get a guy like Myles Garrett, could be massive. Or if you want to re-sign Milton Williams alongside Zach Bond, this could be the way to do it. With Darius Slay and James Bradberry being released from the team, the Eagles and Howie Roseman are intrigued by going to a very youth movement, which in my opinion makes a lot of sense. Obviously, you have Cooper DeJean, who's coming off an unbelievable season. You have Quinyon Mitchell, who's also coming off an unbelievable season. And now you have an opportunity to either go out there and re-sign a guy like Isaiah Rodgers, or you can let Kelee Ringo get a chance. Now, this is a guy I really do like in multiple different aspects of his game. Now, on this one, we're going to get a little bit of a crack toss to the right side. I want to show you how he is able to, one, contain the edge, right? Sees that it's a run play. He wants to get to the outside shoulder of CeeDee Lamb and contain the outside, right? So he contains the outside, forces the running back to come back up the middle where a bunch of his teammates are going to be, right? Instead of getting to the outside, right? If he's on the inside shoulder, now he can break to the outside and have a one-on-one matchup, right? So, contains the edge as a cornerback, and then is able to, disengage from the block, lower the shoulder, and go make a tackle. Now, this film right here is from last season, right? So, I want to kind of mix in. I want to show you what he can do. And obviously, I want you to comment down below, do you think Kelee Ringo is going to be the starter next season, or do you think they'll draft someone, sign someone? Let me know in the comments down below. But I am excited for this Eagles team as they continue to get younger, faster, stronger, kind of, getting rid of the age on this football team. I think it could be a really smart decision. Now, one thing I really love about Kelee Ringo, or Kelee, I think it's Kelee. Let me know in the comments down below. I might be saying it wrong, but the one thing I like about Ringo is his reaction time. Alright, so we talked about the run defense, but his reaction time on routes or whenever he's in his zone, reading the quarterback's eyes and making, jumps or getting the ball loose, getting into the catch radius. Right here, we're going to see a speed out by DK Metcalf. Now, Drew Lock was the quarterback right now. His first read is that, right? Because whenever you have that off coverage, let me move it back just a second. Whenever you see off coverage towards the bottom of your screen with DK Metcalf on a speed out, this turns into a yes-no read. If they're going to give you that much space, the quarterback is going to throw that football no matter what, right? So that's exactly what Drew Lock does. But right when Kelee, I can't believe I keep saying it wrong. Ringo, we're going to call him Ringo. But as he makes that break, look at the reaction time. Boom, right? He's right there. That reaction time is elite. Right, and then boom, gets into the catch radius, breaks that thing up, and that's DK Metcalf. That's not no, Jake Bobo. This is DK Metcalf, a really good contested catcher. And Kelee Ringo makes a great play here. Again, these are the reasons why I think he could be ready to take a jump. But I want you guys to comment down below. Obviously, they're not going to go into the season with just Ringo. They're going to add somebody. Maybe a veteran, maybe someone who, if Ringo doesn't pan out, they have someone to turn to. But I think Ringo could be the next guy. All right, another big time play. Now, Ringo is at the bottom of your screen. He's in a zone coverage. Now, usually these guys are in soft squats or cloud flats. And their job is to not only follow the receiver as much as you can, but also read your zone. If there is nobody in your zone, you can just follow that next guy. So you have to be very reactive, and you have to have that high IQ as a DB. So right here, he's going to start to follow this wide receiver Wandale up the left sideline because there's no other threats in the area, right? But he continues to look. He doesn't turn his back away from the quarterback, right? He continues to look. And at the last second, this tight end is going to break into the flats. Great reaction time and a great ability not to overcommit. I believe that's actually maybe Jalen Hyatt. Not to overcommit down to that corner. He forces the quarterback to make a decision, and then he comes up and makes another tackle here. Again, I love when DBs are able to read and react to what's happening on the field. If this guy never broke into the flats, then yes, Ringo should 100% follow this guy as far back as he can until he can pass him over to the deep safety, right? But on this play specifically, he does a great job, man. Really good job by Ringo. Now, guys, real quickly, before we dive any further into the video and talk a little bit more about the former Bulldog, Georgia Bulldog, and Ringo, do me a big time favor. Hit the like button if you want more Eagles breakdowns throughout the entirety of the season. But more importantly, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything. And also, guys, I plan on covering the Eagles throughout the entirety of the offseason. So whoever they sign in free agency, film breakdown. Whoever they draft, film analysis. Whoever they trade for, film analysis. Myles Garrett, come to Philadelphia, man. But with that being said, look at this play here. Quick little bubble screen, the ability to get through a blocking wide receiver and make a tackle. I've always liked Ringo's size, awareness, tackling ability, and I just think he does a really good job disengaging from blocks when he needs to. Look at him use that strong arm to push back the wide receiver like 2 yards, right, into the front side of the ball carrier. I believe maybe Rondale Moore, and then wrap up, right, get his teammates there. Good tackle. I really, something about Ringo, man, right? 6'2", 207, 4'3" speed. I'm telling you, this guy has a ton of potential. And if they're going into the season saying he's DB3, I would not for a second be worried, man. I really wouldn't. Now, overall, do I think Ringo is the 100% bona fide starter for next season? Maybe, maybe not. I think there's a lot of different avenues that they need to go to, and I think that they need to explore, whether it be a DB in this year's draft, whether it be someone in free agency. I think there is a potential that they go out and add a little bit more depth to the room after releasing a couple of these guys. But do I think Ringo has potential? 100,000%. This dude has the traits, the characteristics. I mean, 6'2" size, 4'3" speed. I mean, man, this dude could be it. Look at this play in the back of the end zone here. Right, he's going to be back here reading the quarterback's eyes, making sure he knows where this football is going, and right when this football is released, boom, attacks it. Go get it. Interception, seal the game versus the Giants. Ultimately, I'm excited, man. I think Ringo could be a really solid fit for this Philadelphia Eagles team as potentially a full-time starter. Now, I am going to end the video here. If you want more film analysis for maybe even this season, I know he didn't touch the field too much. I think maybe he only had like 120 something snaps potentially. If you guys want to see some film analysis there, let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in the next Philadelphia Eagles update.